You're always so bubbly and smiling. There's no way that you have depression. Your smile is a light to the entire room. Are you sure that you have anxiety? Well, oftentimes depression and anxiety and mental abuse can't be seen. And by looking at me, you probably wouldn't even think that is true. I remember I first started to get bullied in elementary school. Being made fun of the way I looked and talked because of my speech impediment was a very traumatic feeling for me. I recall the first day of first grade. I had my uniform on for class, knee-high socks, button up, and a skirt. I was standing in line for lunch. I heard these boys laughing behind me saying, "Oh my gosh, look how fat her stomach and legs are." I was holding back so many tears at that exact moment. Nobody knew what I was going through. I would dread going to school each day in the fear of being bullied and made fun of again. As I got older, I would play with thoughts in my mind of being called fat, ugly, monkey, piggy. I couldn't get over the feeling of never really loving myself, and I hated how I looked every single day in the mirror. Then, before I knew it, my freshman year in high school, I started getting mentally abused by my dad, and I started to believe what I heard as a child was true. Hearing thoughts of, "I wish you were a boy," "you don't love me," and hurtful words constantly ran my mind, and at times those thoughts were very, very dark and gloomy for me. I started to fall into depressive moods and have random anxiety attacks, and all I could ever think about was those hurtful words growing up and the constant mental abuse I heard from those that were supposed to love me. My junior, senior year of high school, things got somewhat better. I lost some weight, everything with my dad got better, and I was looking and feeling confident. I felt like things were improving, like I was getting everything in my life better, until I had those depressive thoughts and the mental abuse started all over again. I realized that abuses did not always change, and my relationship with my dad got rocky once again. I eventually became motivated my second year of college moving forward, and I started to believe that I couldn't be successful, and overall just being depressed again. I began to tell myself that maybe I am just not pretty. Maybe I am just a nobody. Maybe I am just not good enough. I was suffering this silent battle of mental abuse, depression, anxiety, and self-doubt constantly. Throughout college, I masked my happiness when I felt worthless. I felt like nothing in my life was getting any better. It wasn't until I found God that I started to overcome and work through my trauma. It was a journey itself to be able to get comfortable with talking about what I've been through. I joined a ministry on campus where I discovered who I was and how God created me this way for a reason. I battled on and off depression and anxiety where at times I experienced so many confusing, conflicting emotions. I could be happy one day and then I could be sad the next. It seemed like nothing in my life got any better. I had to have emergency surgery in 2017 to save my life. I had cyst on my right ovary that bursted and wrapped around my fallopian tube. I lost circulation in my entire body, so it couldn't be saved. Then fast forward to 2018, I got into a terrible car accident where I was close to hitting a pole. I walked away with nerve damage on my right knee and severe anxiety with driving. At the hospital, everyone was saying how they're so surprised and lucky that I didn't break any bones or have any more injuries. I started to think about how I survived these two traumatic experiences, and it made me feel like maybe I was here for a reason. It made me think that maybe my life is precious and valuable. After the accident, I developed PTSD, which, adding on to the mental abuse, depression, and anxiety, felt like I was facing an entire storm. These past few years have been a rocky road for me. I haven't been myself at times, and I know that my depression and anxiety have interfered with certain friendships and relationships as well. But I'm here today to say that I played the thoughts in my head that I never would amount to anything, and that I couldn't be successful, and that I couldn't follow my dreams, and that I am a nobody. But I'm standing here today to say that I've proved those around me, including myself, wrong. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in Rutgers back in 2019 as a triple major, and I made the dean list a few times. And I got into grad school that same year for the fall. And now at my final semester of graduate school at Rutgers, graduating in May, I'm hoping to continue my education in the fall for law school. With all that I accomplished, I started my own two businesses that I love, and I met so many great people in my life who love me for me and my inner beauty. With God, none of this would have been possible. God has a vision for my life, and I am blessed that He made me see that. Whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve. And things will get better with faith, support, and unconditional love from those that are around you, that love you. I learned that this self-love starts with me, and I fell in love with me all over again. And I am loving me. Remember that you have the power to change and create something that was once broken and make it beautiful in its place again.